link, but don't expect me to spell things correctly.
I'll tell you how to spell it right now, buddy.
Processing. You can tell me how to spell it. I'll get it. Hairy mandibles with Hairy mandibles. Oh God. Dream. And let's see, Colt and Clay.
Colt and Clay.
Right.
I'm sorry.
It's COLDAND. Excuse me, COLTANDCLAY. Right.
Correct.
You catch any fish today?
Nope. No.
What the hell?
Fish.
I
I
think
know,
do.
man.
What the?
It's like these damn fish don't want to be caught. It's pissing me off, man.
So like they want to be caught and slaughtered and cooked. I don't get
man,
it.
I did my hair and everything. What the hell's your problem? Get over here. We catch you.
I didn't hear no bell.
Are you like a lone fisherman, or did you go with a crew?
It was the wife and I went to a stream up in Boulder.
Thank you, Rizik,
and
for
we also were
following
up
the
there 'cause
dojo.
my wife, she's into foraging and was trying to look for morels, which they always morel mushrooms show up around burn areas, and there was some fire up there last year, and so we were trying to kill two birds with one stone, and we came up short on both avenues, unfortunately. So,
Jeez.
yeah.
So
But it
you're
was-
gonna rethink your entire life now, or?
Yeah. I mean, hey, once you go to Boulder, Colorado, you just do that, right?
Right.
You're just like, I'm definitely gonna open some kind of a bookstore and chai tea latte place, and probably make
Natural.
macrame quilts or things of that nature. You got it. So, but beyond that, the failure also made me as well, which I think is what you're implying. So yeah.
Or are you salty when you don't catch fish? Is that like ruin your day?
No, actually, I have awful fishing luck, so it's really funny. But because I'm older now and I'm more patient, and I also just like getting outside and being by like a beautiful stream is like good enough. That's generally all I need. I'm like, yep, this is good.
Yeah.
I'm good with
Sounds all right.
it's all still solid.
Excellent.
Rizik, love your work, mate. I am a 3D artist, just not that good. Understandable,
Oh, yeah.
brother. It's a journey, not a short race.
Okay.
So definitely enjoy your time
Yeah, I've had
on
I had
that
a couple of
journey,
those days
because
last
it's the
week,
only thing you can do
and it's
to
funny
get
'cause
better.
I've, been
Appreciate you
staying
being
with
here.
my folks for the last 6 months visiting, and my mom just started saying, she's like, she'd just see my face and she'd be like, your dad's angry, talking to my dog. Just like, God, I'm sorry, there's not really a good reason for this. That's just how it is sometimes, I guess.
Yeah, man. It's rough. I'm trying to get my head around it, but it don't want to get got around.
I usually just understand, like, there's not really a good reason for this, so like I can accept that it is, but I also can't justify it, so I'm just like, well, it is. I'm not gonna really like heed it too much mind. I'm just gonna be like pissed off for a while, and then I'll just get over it. And that usually helps me. It's like just accepting that.
Yeah, I tend to like notice that I'm having an issue, but then I stroke out, and and I'm still like in that way. I'm like, I'm stroked out, and then suddenly I'm upset about something else, and then when I come back to my senses, and it's a round robin effect.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. So I'm immediately getting some ideas here.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm like seeing like maybe this is on the fork, like he's got one of these. The fork is stabbed into one of the sausages, and maybe he's got two forks, and he's kind of like, so we can tell he's shoveling them in. You know, one of them stabbed in, the other one's pulling up the other end. And then let's see what we're doing with our chihuahua here. Playing tug. Or he's doing that. Oh, he could be. I think he could be doing it. Well,
all I can see is I finally just looked over at Chris's stream and I just see Meat Maker 9000 and I am 9,000% in. Oh my god.
You asked for a protein label, that's what you're fucking getting, dude.
You know, like, okay.
MJR Woody 74.
I do
what would you
keto,
say
right?
is an
I do it
average
pretty
price
often,
to charge
but,
for
like, the bro
collectible?
side,
Depends
plus
where you
that,
are
like, if I
in
legit
your.
saw that in the store, I would just buy a pack.
Depends on where you are as a sculptor. If you're in the beginning of your career, you just want to take anything just to get you in there and make sure that it gets, created and professionally painted and photographed and all that. Whatever they're offering, you want in. After that, you want to leverage your produced piece to raise your price for your next one. So that would be the advice. But I mean, if you've been doing it for a few years, you should be.
I immediately pictured this.
You should be making, 2,000 to 6,000 a piece.
And somehow this like room temperature thing they were keeping on the shelf at the grocery store had steak in it. And, it's a cup of noodles. We're talking about a cup of noodles here, like a fancy cup of noodles, but it's a room temperature package with hard noodles in it and some packages, like little sauce packets, and somehow there's meat in there. But the commercial, of course, is like an Axe body spray commercial with explosions. There's this thin guy in all black, and he's like, the flames lick across his face, and he's stabbing his chopsticks into his ramen and picking up the noodles and steak, he's got like this good looking piece of meat on there, and then there's an explosion behind him and his hair is kind of waving around. Ugh. I don't know what he was going through, but that commercial makes you want some of it.
Dude. Hell yeah. I'd buy 50 if I saw that commercial. No questions asked.
How much is it? I don't care.
I don't care. It's not important. This is life we're talking about. It's basically life and death, all right?
I don't use this phrase often, but this is a YOLO moment. All right.
I think I'm gonna stick a little like 100% vegan little asterisks on the label.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I love doing goof labels for things.
Oh yeah, it wasn't until I think after we had posted Bleachy Brenda that I really got in there and started reading. I was like, oh damn, he added all these little lines and stuff in there.
There's a nutrition label on it.
Yep. I love it.
All my shit looks like it's fucking. I was telling Chris, I was like, "Can you do this label for me? Because my shit looks like it was made in, Word."
Oh yeah.
I'm just not good with typography at all, man.
It's a whole separate thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's definitely its own skill set. I never liked doing graphic design, but I did it for a lot of years. MJR Woody 74 wants to know what you would say the average price to charge for a collectible is. So.
Oh yeah, I answered that.
Yeah. Because we got to discuss that shit anyway.
Oh yeah. Yeah, go ahead. I already answered him, so go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, you answered? I want to hear your answer. I totally.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I told him, if you're just starting out, it's whatever they're going to pay you. That way you can, get on the board. You can have your piece professionally produced and painted, and you can photograph that and use that to leverage for your next piece in terms of price.
I was totally thinking about NFTs, like limited edition or editions of NFTs. Okay, it makes a little more sense that somebody on your stream would be asking you about like collectible.
But yeah, and I would say I was having this conversation with Rudy last night about NFTs. I was like, for me, if I was going to price it, I would put it at like 0.01. And then it would bid, and whatever the price was at the end was a result of what I was doing in terms of marketing and artwork. And then that's, like, you just want to have the bid war start. That's the most important thing. And if you do your marketing right and you get it out there right, then it should go up in price pretty quickly into something that's way more agreeable than 0.01, of course. But that's just for someone to bid, you know.
Ranking up, yeah. You know, we discussed this internally, but for the people on the stream, you know, something I realized recently is that art collectors treat artists like the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you buy a Salvador Dali, it's very expensive because his stock is very high. It's highly valued.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're nobody, then your stock ain't worth shit. And it's only worth what you can convince them it's worth. Moreover, so if the
hey,
social
Julian,
proof isn't there
thanks for
and,
being
like,
here.
you haven't sold anything previously, it's effectively worth nothing. But I would say there is a marketing decision to be made with respect to that amount to charge, because it communicates some things to the audience within reason. Setting a higher price can communicate a higher value for your good for some customers. So there's definitely, I think, a Mason-Dixon line where to be taken seriously, it has to be at a certain price level. For instance, I think that psychologically, when the gas fee is like almost $200, it can't be like a $10 item. It can't be $20. It feels like they're putting all their value. Well, actually, I hadn't actually thought this deeply about it, but now that I'm really considering it, what happens there is they're saying like, well, I'm making a $220 investment, but I'm only getting $20 worth of value. So in an environment where gas prices are really high, I think that the cost per item has to be commensurately raised, or it just looks like a bad fucking deal, no matter how you slice it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I've been thinking more about how to launch my personal NFT collection and how to price that stuff as well. And I don't know what's going to work yet, but that's definitely on my mind. There are other chains, though, where you can charge, where you don't have to charge so much to get on the board, because the cost to mint is like nothing. Twincy, TWINCI.
Yeah, I saw that today.
Yeah. I'm planning to check that out tomorrow. You saw the bit where he's talking about minting the support tokens. I think that's a pretty sweet idea that only can work.
Goody Candle, we miss you, Spicy, here at UIW. That's sweet of you to say. Thank you very much. Miss you.
Wait, can you go over that a little bit? Like, what? I don't think I saw that. Like,
miss all you guys too. Miss teaching all you student show guys. We're awesome. Thanks for stopping by.
He's talking about this Twincy platform, and he's talking about the fact that it's so inexpensive to mint there. It's on the Binance chain, smart chain, which I don't know if Binance is proof of stake, but their gas fees are very, very low. It might just be the value of the coin. Hold on. Binance proof of proof of stake is okay. So Binance Academy. Let's see if this is like their information.
Hey, Anapala, thanks for being here, sister.
Better question. So for those of you that don't know, proof of stake is a way that a blockchain can be secured without mining. So it's, instead of mining, they validate, and they get people to stake their coins, and then they get those nodes to validate transactions. And if those nodes don't agree with the other nodes, then there's a penalty applied to the stake. So
no, thanks for saying, Goody Candle. That's really sweet.
And if you
I appreciate that.
Together, the chain is protected without the cost of minting. The energy, environmental cost, and just the time and fucking bullshit that's involved.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
There we go. Well, I'm not getting like a super direct answer from Google right now, but it seems very likely with those costs being what they are that Binance is proof of stake. And then Ethereum is going to go that way as well. So I'm definitely not interested in getting off of the Ethereum blockchain, but I'm definitely looking for like I think right now the idea is to be on everything, in my view. Like, it's good to have a core area where your business is at and keep that consistent, but spreading yourself around and seeing what every platform has to offer and giving it a little marketing love, I think, can go a long way. Because nobody knows at this point.
Is there anything that is running with the Cardano or whatever it's called?
Oh, I'm not aware of anything NFT related, but I haven't looked into it. I do know that I've made like 40% on my Cardano since you recommended it, so good
Nice.
on you.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Yeah, it's doing well.
Yeah, we'll need to get us involved in that one.
Yeah, go ahead and buy me 300 shares of that. Thank you.
You got it.
Appreciate it.
No problem, buddy.
No, I was afraid that I maybe had done the wrong thing because I got you told me about it and then I just got super FOMO and went and spent $500 on it. Like, I gotta get this, and then a few days later, came to my senses, but I left it in, and I'm glad I did.
So you came to your senses, meaning like you were freaking out, and then then you came to your senses twice and then left it in, or did you?
Yeah, no, it was like I put the money in for the wrong reasons. But then when I came to my senses, I'm like, all right, well, I put it in for the wrong reasons, but it's not gonna screw me over. There's no reason. It doesn't look like it's a bad play. I just realized that I had made the move on purely like emotional grounds.
Oh, that's the best way to spend your money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's scientifically proven, so don't worry about that.
We're counting on it for these little guys we're making, that's for sure, because we want people to look at these and be like, I don't give a damn what that costs. That is terrifying, and I love it.
Yeah. My litmus test is I show it to somebody, and if they don't want to keep looking at it, then I keep going. I got that. Lizzie gave me the go-ahead there on Chris Per. Bleachy Brenda. Spicer could barely look at Bleachy Brenda, so that worked out fine.
Oh, yeah. It's like, when I was creating that thing, I was like, oh my God, this is so disgusting. Especially when I started putting that translucency on the skin, I was like, ugh, it just looks so fucking disgusting.
What have I done?
I've created a monster.
Keep grossing ourselves out. We've got a winner here, I'm pretty sure. I've never really drawn dogs before, so I don't know when you're going to get this, but we'll keep at it.
Well, you got to put on a show, bro, so you got like 40 minutes. You know what I mean? Yeah.
My Discord streaming is a lot less engaged. Like, you guys get what you get. Let's just hang out.
Hey.
You entertain me.
Ooh.
I'll keep streaming if somebody's got something interesting to say.
Oh, hey. Alpha energy. Alpha energy.
Silence here. All right, buddy.
I'm going to need you to get way off my back about that.
Let me get
off my back. Oh, I'll get off that. Oh, you're just doing that bit.
Oh, well, let me get off of that thing.
I need a timeout here.
What is funny, dude, like, because some of them, like, I love the show aspects of them, but sometimes, like you say, there's a show aspect to the audience as well. And, like, I was watching this one, it's a miniatures channel, and it's like, I think it goes by Jimmy the Brush.
Mm-hmm.
And I just saw it on, and like I've never watched it before, but I threw it on, and it was fantastic because they had so many alerts and options for like emojis or things that people could type in and like say, that it just created like all these obnoxious videos that they had created themselves. But basically the stream like realized the power in their hands, and then so everybody was just like following and subbing and like adding all these things to it, and it was just like they were trying to talk about something and it was just going ballistic, and I was just dying and they were dying, and it was like, oh my God, the apes have taken over the new, man, like it's going off, and it was so fun, man. It was so entertaining. I was like, I don't even know what they're doing. Like they were painting miniatures, and I was like, the miniature painting is awesome, but this is way better than I think what they were going to do initially.
Yeah, so that's usually what a stream's gotta be. It's gotta be more than just that, like here, it's more of like a podcast that we're doing art on, you know, but like it's but you got to have something else. You can't just like sit there and do whatever. You got the chance to put on a show, you might as well do it.
Yeah, you know, in all seriousness, 100%. Like, there is, people are not, you know, some people are here to learn, some people are here to, you know, ask questions, but the vast majority of people are here for emotional reasons. So, you know, they want to be entertained, they don't want to be thinking about the rest of their life.
Yeah. No, it definitely gets you out of.
Bert of
Can get you out of the funk
Beanbag,
if there's a
what's going
great-
on, brother? Thank you for
a lot-
being
a
here.
lot
I
of great
appreciate
energy
you.
and excitement. Just you feeling like you're part of something. Those will go a long way. Like, I'm trying to walk the line between making this little sausage dog. Oh my god, well maybe keto. I got an idea. The thought is I've got so I wanted to do both versions, you know, like the version where it's
Belly
the dog
flopping.
is doing like a take
Hi,
to the
Spicer.
camera,
What you making?
but it doesn't.
I
it
am
doesn't tie
making an
in as well for me.
NFT.
It seems arbitrary. And then I realized, well, what if KetoKen is like giving that dog the side eye? Like maybe he's the next on the menu, you know? No?
Nope. I'm not gonna speak what I'm thinking right now. I'm just. Oh shit.
I think I'm back.
Oh, were you gone?
Yeah, I was gone.
Wondering why I wasn't getting any laughs.
Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually saying a bunch of stuff, and then I looked and I was like, oh, stream is offline, connectivity issues. Never mind any of that. I'm glad at least.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I'm glad at least it timed it, the connectivity issues, right when I was about to say what I was gonna say, so it wasn't just like, have it. Cool story that you had to hear the end of 5 minutes later.
Hey Sparrow, hey Sketch, glad you're here. I don't need to burden anybody else with my day. So I'll just say, I'm doing great, and just how the hell are you?
Satan says all is well.
Oh,
boy.
damn.
Damn it.
He's scaring me.
Satan's always popping into our stream. Damn it.
Damn you, Satan.
When you sell your soul for these incredible skills, you gotta put up with him when he turns up.
Mm,
And he's a dedicated follower, so you gotta hand it to him.
right. He's been a subscriber for a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
First time, long time. Wanted to know.
Oh,
Oh yeah, what if this is like plump little Chihuahua here? He's like all fat and roly poly. Maybe he's been getting fattened up.
I don't know why. I don't like those dogs.
They're,
I know why, because they hate everyone, including the people that feed them and own them, and then the people that own them mostly don't train them. So
That's the case with the Chihuahua next door.
I had a friend in high school, like his family had one that was named Raisin. And they were outside taking a family photo, and a fucking owl came down and took it.
Oh, wow.
There was nothing they could do.
oh my god, that is crazy.
I don't mean
That
to
is
laugh.
terrible.
It is fucking funny.
Well, no, but the thing is, it's like, I always say this because, I mean, there's big dogs that are like this too. When people don't know how to train, like, little dogs are easier to just be like, oh, they're acting horribly, and just laugh. And like, but if you have a big dog, their bark, their bite, their behavior scares people. So you have like more of a responsibility to kind of be like, oh, well, I should make sure this dog doesn't act crazy and scare the hell out of everyone. Like a little Chihuahua, it's just like, they're like, oh, well, it's just Chihuahuas. And like, that generally is from what I've seen, that behavior. But I've also seen people who understand like dog behavior and
Burt
they're like,
Beanbag
"No, I'm not
looking
gonna have my
great.
dog
Thanks,
acting
brother.
like that." And little dogs and big dogs,
Belly
they can all
flopping.
act
Those gas
the
prices,
same, you know,
though.
like they can all be
Where are you
trained
listing
well
it?
and, but there is a
listing it on
confidence, though, I think, that
Foundation.
little dogs have to build as well.
Pretty
They're
meaty
little, like,
looking
if
guy
I was
there.
being
I
approached
appreciate
by
you,
a
belly
giant
flop.
person, you know, coming up to me to sniff my ass, I'd probably be like, okay, look, I'm gonna bare my teeth a little bit before you get in there because I'm a little terrified of what you're gonna do. You know.
I need to let you know that
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Like I'm still gonna let you do it, but I'm really scared. Really scared.
I mean, we're not Nazis here. Come on.
Yeah. It's a free country, damn it. Get in there and smell that ass. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, brother. That's
You know
what I
what I'm
say
saying?
every day.
That's right. Get in there.
Give thanks to
You're
the
gonna-
Lord and get up on it in there.
That's right. If you're gonna do it, damn it. Get in there.
Oh, meow.
Yeah.
Dead air, dead air.
Dead air, bro.
Let's see. Well, welcome back, Sparrow. What's sorry, the movie proposal? I already lost the context there. What was the movie proposal that you're referring to, Sparrow?
What's up, Thunderstorm?
Ramen noodles soup movie.
Damn.
I'm sure that's what it was. No, I doubt it. I was gonna say when you're talking about the
That. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I can't remember. I've been called upon to do some acting here and there, never in anything big or serious, but like usually it's just background or side stuff, or they just need a quick line because it's an indie film and they thought of something funny, or they think I will have something funny. So then they'll say, "Okay, could you do that again? You know, but do it this way." I'm like, "Well, what did I say?" 'Cause, like I cannot
Yeah.
remember what I said 6 seconds ago. Let it alone. Like two levels of conversation ago.
Some can of FA and some sculpting. Nice.
Speaking of
Belly
that acting and
flopping.
these
You want to look
voices,
for
I
crypto
just keep
kids.
thinking about how it would be a shame if we didn't absolutely, in our upcoming releases, include sound bits of
Here's a
the
link.
voice work that you guys have done for almost all these characters going forward. Like that.
Yeah, we can put sound to these, so they might as well have voices, right?
Like I think it should at the very least be an unlockable for the people who buy them because it's so damn fun, and now it's unique. I guarantee other people are not doing that.
Yeah, people
That
are
is true.
just starting to get like sound and music associated with their drops, from what I can tell. There's this clubhouse room that I keep tuning into and getting disappointed by, where every time I tune in, it's just somebody gassing on about their personal story. It's like everybody read some marketing book that says you need to have a story for people to attach to and relate to you, and they just all got one. I'm so cynical about it. Hopefully they're just sincere people and I'm jealous because because I lack that part of my brain or whatever, but it just seems like they're in there just like trying to give you this hero's journey tale of themselves. I forgot what we were talking about, but that was
No, you're talking about like kind of adding audio and personal stories and all these things.
Yeah. The other thing I learned is that a bunch of musicians are now collaborating with other artists to do their drops and
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
to add sound and multimedia stuff. That's why I remember it.
Yeah, I don't like any of that crap. It's just so weird. Like, if somebody has a very distinct style, you know, in what they do, and that can actually be implemented into like an NFT or a piece of collectible art or something like that, like, okay, I can kind of understand it. But like for the most part, it's just like, oh, either somebody making something and then somebody who's famous stamping their name on it.
Like
Or
the
it's just
Eminem and stuff.
yeah, or that one is just like promoting Eminem. It's like this. Why does this need to exist? Like, okay, I mean, great, maybe somebody will buy it, but Yeah, but it's so clearly a money grab. It's just like, ugh.
So what do you think of like studio artists that like have staff and they just do the concepts and then their staff does the production?
Well, that's kind of like what we're going
well,
for.
I get, to me,
Yeah.
it kind of depends on what they're making.
Yeah.
What do you guys, Chris, Spicer, thoughts?
I mean, that's kind of like what I would prefer. It's just like I want this, I want
Like a
that.
lot of, it seems like my buddy Lino has worked with a bunch of magicians and studio artists, like helping them pull off their designs. You know, like these, I don't know, like Snow White taking a dump on somebody's forehead in full size or something like that, and like giant lollipops and just all this stuff that you kind of need a team to build anyway, because you need a bunch of craftspeople that know how to execute on the concept. But at the end of the day, if you're pitching the concept and it's based upon your brand, then I don't know. You know, maybe I'm not trying to make a counterpoint to the example of musicians that are just coming in there and trying to shit out some money. But it reminds me. It seems like a middle ground, you know, compared to like the independent artisan, the person that kind of does it all versus the artist that works with a bunch of craftspeople to realize their projects.
Yeah, I just want to be like, yeah, give me this, give me that, put it in this, put it in that, and then just put it together like an expo, like in a kitchen. You know, you have your fry guy, your meat guy, your fish guy, and you just tell everybody to make whatever and put it together, and then you just like present it and shoot it out. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to be said for it, honestly. But
Yeah,
it's,
I mean,
you know, it's like different people have different takes on it, you know, and the public also perception is different. It's like you got to know who you're talking to. If you're selling them on a piece of art, do they want to hear that it didn't sort of like wasn't some labor of love that you manifested with your own two hands?
I birthed this into the world.
It's mine.
My own loins. Yeah, there's artists that do that with physical stuff too, like big art installations and things like that, and their name is on it, and like, yes, they pretty much directed it or they came up with the idea or whatever it is, but they have a name associated with it, and then they do none of the work other than basically telling everybody what to do. And there's always the part of me that's like, that's shit. And then there's the other part of me that's like, well, genius. Is it? Yeah.
Well,
Like,
I mean, at the end of the
they're
day, like a filmmaker, a director of a film is still, you know, gets credited in the public eye with a significant amount of the ownership of that piece of artwork, in spite of the fact that it's made by thousands and thousands of people now. Like the Snyder Cut is called the Snyder Cut,
Yeah.
but he's like, you know, he's like a single-digit percentage of that entire thing. You know,
John did all the heavy lifting.
You say Papa John?
I said Joss Whedon did all the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
We all know that.
Joss.
Okay.
Joss.
I was like, oh my god, there's more to the story than I realized. Papa John is involved in the Snyder Cut. Yes.
Yeah, supposedly he didn't want it to happen, so
Got in there, used some pizza money.
it was messing around with his pepperoni sales, so
So he tried to put a stop to it.
yeah. Any businessman would do that.
That's right. It's just good business. Yeah, it's wild. All that stuff it's so strange because I see that too, where like we all have a line where I think each of us would probably say like, well, I don't know, I couldn't do that, you know, like that would cheapen it, right? Or like I even if it was easy, like I wouldn't feel right about it. But there's also a lot of people that I think don't have that line, and they're like, I don't give a fuck. This is money. This is like cutthroat business, whatever. And like I don't fault them for that either, because they're also right. It's like that's true.
Yeah, there's like a certain like, it's like, oh, I'm trying to think of a good example. I don't think I can articulate it right now, but it reminds me.
Oh yeah,
of,
there's Princess
lots of
snoring in
sort
the
of, like,
background.
hard truths about life. It's like, you know, nobody wants like nobody wants one country.
Cool, thanks.
To
Damn, I was going to do the
entire
same thing,
world.
but in
Well,
a slightly
I may be
porn
wrong
sort of
about
way.
that.
Freaky
But,
fuckers.
Damn right you are, son of a
If
bitch.
you don't
Was the
compete
one check
in
out my
every way,
webpage of
then-
the same
then
name
they
for an
will. Like,
idea.
you don't
Nice.
get to
But yeah,
choose,
for your
like,
crypto
we
kids
don't-
looks great. Thanks,
we
brother.
don't
I appreciate that.
investigate nuclear arms because if we
Is that
don't
Princess
counter
snoring?
that
Yes,
threat,
Princess is snoring.
then human nature dictates that whoever gains that upper hand will very surely take advantage of it. Like a mutually assured destruction kind of attitude of like, well, you have to be ruthless, you have to be a cold motherfucker in order to exist, because you become prey at some point. You could build an amazing business, but there are so many ways it can be vulnerable. Like, bigger players in a space can come after you, like via your keywords, or like if you have a very successful product but it's just IP based and you don't have a lot of resources, somebody can come along before you're prepared to defend yourself and shove you off of that turf, or compete with you in a way that puts you out of business. It happens with print-on-demand stores. Like, if you come up with a decent product, you've got to expect that it's only going to have a run that is so long, because at some point a player that has a lot greater sort of like Google manipulation mojo and money will outcompete you for that keyword, and you'll just be out of business unless you have there's a unique angle on how you're actually doing business, not just the product itself.
Yeah, and I think the greater thing they're talking about is those, like, the life truths that I always think of is like the idea that everybody who's an asshole will get theirs. And like, I've seen it enough times where I still mostly believe it, but I have seen some rat fucks get away with it and never have gotten theirs that I've seen. And I'm like, okay, maybe again, you have to go home every night and you have to like worship the devil, and that's how you're doing. There's some payout at the end of this that's going on.
No,
There's something going on here.
Sociopath pays.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point. Is maybe they live a emotionless and damn near lack of empathetic life. Yeah, and that's sad in its own.
And that you're entitled, like your viewpoint, it doesn't matter what's real, it's just what you want and how you can get it.
Yeah, but it's crazy that like, that's one of those things that like you want to teach your kids, or you want to tell people, or you want to believe. You're like, you know what? In the end, good wins out. And you're like, except I have seen shit tons of times where
yeah,
it doesn't happen, man. God damn it.
Just doesn't. Mutually assured destruction and competition seem to keep things in a sort of approximate balance.
One of these days, somebody's gonna say "fuck it," pull the trigger.
Like on a nuke, or
I feel like that's good.
Hopefully there's safety protocols for people to unfuck it, but
the aliens will
I
get
think
it.
we've learned that the safety protocols that we thought were in place in a lot of areas aren't.
Oh yeah, Hawaii taught us that when they did their accidental tweet of a nuclear launch and get to shelter in 5 minutes before you die. You don't have an undo button for this one? Like, seems like you should probably have a pretty quick protocol to not have that accidentally happen, but that's always the thing, man. No matter how solid something seems, like every company, every big like organization in the world that's got it all together with all these geniuses, it's all made up of people. Yep. And never underestimate the ability of a bunch of idiots to get in the middle of any place and get usually high up on the ladder and just start pulling wires.
Just because a sperm makes it in first doesn't mean it's going to be a winner.
That's right.
Oh,
Sometimes the other sperm just tripped, on the way to the finish line.
oh shit! I guess I'm here now.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
Oh, we're doing this.
Oh, time to blow some shit up. Let's go.
I was just gonna dry up, but all right.
See, that's why making these cards is therapeutic. Because the whole point is just take the piss out of everything,
Yeah.
I take this shit seriously, man.
Oh, shit.
All right, bro.
Sorry. I mean, damn. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, man.
Fuck,
Damn.
man. Fuck.
Just please let me stay on the team. I need this.
Oh, Gills, I gotta have it. Come on, give a little taste to old Gil.
Yeah, I don't think I'm even streaming anymore. That's fine.
Man, what are you doing, dude?
Nobody wants to watch this shit anyway. Fine. Oh my god.
You done fucked up, Ron.
Yeah, it's weird. Well, it's like, okay, it's the connection issues. Stream is offline, but you guys are hearing me fine, so I'm just something.
Yeah, but we're on Discord together. Oh yeah, so that maybe it's a connection issue to Twitch.
Actually, it does look like I'm still on. Maybe I am.
I mean, no, you're offline according to the stream I have going over here.
Bitch. It's not like anyone cares anyway. You can care. You can care.
B. Mully says the best part of the Hawaii tweet thing was the all clear was delayed because whoever the guy was, governor ? Couldn't remember his password.
Yes, that's right. Yep.
The end of the world.
He probably, dude, like, I wonder how long he was like fighting a captcha to fucking reset it too.
Yeah, exactly.
No, there's not a crosswalk in that one. No, that's some white pipes, I swear.
Yeah, man. Verbal,
Truck out of
did
the
you ever
car?
see? Yeah. You're telling me that's a reed? That's a road? That's not a road, man. It's a street sign. Congratulations, you're a robot. Verbal, did you ever see that donkey video with the captcha?
No, I don't know what donkey is. Is that
Oh,
channel?
he's like, yeah, he's a guy who does like game reviews, and he does one where he's trying to do he's like showing him doing a captcha, and it's just, oh my god, it's so good. Yeah, it's like he ends up having to like at the very end, before there's a nuclear strike that's about to launch, because of his inability to prove that he's human, he has to make a perfect replication of the Mona Lisa in MS Paint. It's brilliant.
I had a friend who it wasn't the Mona Lisa, but he was like a polymath. He's just like interested in everything, and so he was like exploring art, and he did used a grid technique to produce some ridiculous. I think it was an image of a BMW or something, but in MS Paint by like gridding it off, and then going in pixel by pixel. Only it was a high resolution image, so it like involved like maybe a few 100,000, if not a couple million pixels, but it just like got in there. It's like, okay, well, I'm making these value observations for each little tiny grid section of this thing, and by God, he pulled it off. But at that point, he basically was a robot, so I'm not sure what he proved.
He had to at least be part cyborg to have done that.
Yeah.
Well, oh, go ahead.
Oh, no,
I was just gonna say, that reminds me of, it's like all the people that do like Minecraft art and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, what you really need to do is trick these people. What is it in the movie Toys, where they think they're playing video games, but they're actually fighting a war?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
Ender's Game. It is Ender's Game, yeah. But I think they did that in Toys too, maybe. Anyway, one's slightly better than the other.
I don't know. I didn't see either.
But the idea is like, people who are familiar with Minecraft, this interface, will spend an exorbitant amount of time and detail making something, and I'm like, you just have to like make an interface. And I know that they've actually done this with like finding cancer cells and research like that, so they have implemented this idea. But it's like, this person has the ability to focus on something like to an incredible degree, and something that is super minuscule in terms of its set of tools, and they make something incredible out of it. So it's just like you have to just find a way to be like, here, like, you know, slide financial stuff into that, or math or whatever. You're like, all right, just sneak it in.
The idea of securing the blockchain by solving real problems, but I don't think it's actionable. Like for before I understood better what it is, and not to say that I understand it well, but the idea that like the mining side could actually be like mining on SETI at home, or mining on Folding at home, or one of these projects that are solving useful problems, would be amazing, right? Because it would create this financial incentive to grind out those enormously like computationally intense problems. But yeah, to your point, yeah, just give these people like a game-like experience that actually does something useful and turn them loose, right? I think that protein folding, there are some protein folding games that are designed to like be about solving protein folding problems. I haven't looked into it too carefully, but I recall hearing something about that a while back.
Yeah, maybe that's what I was thinking of. Like, I thought they had developed a game that basically allowed people to fly a ship or something like that through a space, and they had to like find leads and find like certain molecules that ended up being them like essentially finding rogue cells that were potentially cancerous or something to that effect. And that essentially, because they would have so many people doing it, they could cover like a crazy amount of ground and look at individual, you know, areas, because they just had so many people doing it. And
Yeah,
it's like crowdsourcing, you know, kind of thing.
I love it. That stuff is amazing. Like, I need to hear about that for every time I hear about something
Pushing
Good.
Granny Mountain Dew.
terrifying. Yeah, thank you.
But there's so much, like our Bodie McBoatface or whatever. Wasn't that the other one, the boat that everybody named?
I don't know.
I believe it is. And at least that one's like pretty. It's one of those crowdsourcing things where like, hey, we'll have everybody vote on the best name for this thing, and they did it. I think in England, I believe, and it was this new boat they were unveiling, and I believe Bodie McBoatface was the chosen one, and I think they actually did it. I think they were like, yeah, well, we said we were gonna do this, and by Joe, we're doing it.
It lets you know what the average, which, you know, like, look, you can take this good or bad, but it lets you know what the average maturity level of the overall populace is.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm sure you guys are. Oh, go ahead, Chris.
You're saying people can't take something like that seriously?
I'm saying people on the internet can't take anything seriously collectively.
Lies.
To me, it's always this, right? Like, and I think you guys, we're all very much alike in this. We can have serious conversations, or we can take things seriously. But sometimes when the opportunity to fuck around is just too good.
Yeah. It's like the song that Gene and Louise did for the Wagstaff Song competition. Louise instantly realized it was going to be a shit show, and they started making the song, the pee-pee and the poo-poo and the poo-poo, and they just like knew if it was as bad as possible, that it had the best chance of because people like that. They like the idea that, like, let's make this thing as ass as possible. Let's destroy the dreams of this individual that thought that they could trust the public to.
Oh, yeah.
They were wrong.
How's that, Spider?
Let's see. Meat Maker 9000, gluten-free and vegan, plant-based. Nice. That'll work, brother. That'll work.
Oh my god, I love it.
Gorgeous.
Oh, wait. I forgot.
And the winking eggplant, just one sultry, sneaky joke after another. I love it.
Gotta have a dick joke in there somewhere.
Oh yeah. yeah, jeez. Look at that. That should be a real damn product.
Right?
I need it.
Sell it on the site.
Put some real energy shit and creatine and cow milk in there. I'll buy it, damn it. Need it.
Man, drawing dog legs in perspective. Might have to work this out in like a plan view before I can pull it off.
I like what you got going there.
Well, thank you.
Like the cut of your
Yeah,
jib.
Comes up with some good options here.
That's right. That remind me, Ian, when you were talking about the Korean soup ad, like I love Korean food ads in general because if you ever go to a Korean store, they actually usually have them playing on TVs a lot of times, like throughout the market, and like, which is pretty cool. But sadly, you can't hear the sound most of the time because when they eat something in a Korean commercial, they like exclaim so much, like, and it's usually some kind of a soup or a noodle or something like that, and it's always like, whoa, like it's just this explosion. Whoa!
It's like Link. If Link was on PCP, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and, after seeing them so many times, I'm like, oh, it's more normal now, but it is still so like, they say, I think it's what is it, Shwanada? It's like basically, it's like, oh, it's so refreshing, you know, like so good, to be like, whoa, Shwanada, you know, like they're just going off. I'm like, oh my god, this like, you can't even parody it. It's just so over the top. But I'm like, man, it worked though. I want that damn spicy soup, whatever the hell.
That steak. I
need it.
admit it was in Japan in my case, but like I get what you mean. But I did go looking for that soup after I saw the commercial. Like I had to know, so they were doing something right. I never found it, sadly. Found aisle after aisle of weird mayonnaise, but
It's not mayonnaise.
QP, yeah, QP mayo. I was just looking for that the other day for takoyaki, man. It's an essential ingredient for takoyaki.
yeah.
Anime pillow sauce.
Oh yeah, the anime pillow sauce. Yeah, that's right. Damn it, thank you. You ruined that for me forever. The color consistency, the way it squirts out, that's gone. That's done. That's
My understanding is they use what is it? Like if they need fake semen for a shoot, what is it? Cetaphil? There's a hand soap that's
oh my god,
extremely similar. I think it's Cetaphil.
Yep, I grew up using that stuff, face wash every night, and you were dead on. It is that, and I don't know how I've never.
You've been washing your face with cum.
My whole life, like, oh, my skin look great.
Oh, my skin looks so silky and moisturized.
It stinks though. Why? It's so stinky.
You guys smell bleach? What is that?
What is this?
Play-Doh.
Made out of Play-Doh?
Play-Doh.
Wait, yours smells like Play-Doh?
That's always the joke in the dojo.
Damn.
Neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah, I don't smell it, bro. What are you talking about?
Well, you're missing out.
He doubled down. He fucking doubled.
You're not correct.
Oh yeah, I will double down until I am too embarrassed to keep talking and have to leave.
I'll double down until you all leave.
Yeah.
That's what some of the best comedians, that's how you know that they've hit their mark, is they'll, in the beginning, like they'll tell a bad joke and they'll shy away from it. And then like once they're experienced enough, they'll tell a bad joke and then they'll just stare at the audience like until it forces them into awkward laughter, and then they laugh. and then they'll stop laughing and then keep going, and you're like, oh my god, they're controlling everyone. Like this
Master
isn't
at
even.
work.
Yeah, this is about them now. Like this is about them getting their yucks. Like Bill Burr is classic for that, man. Like the audience will turn on him or whatever, and he's like, "Oh yeah,
Dude.
yeah, you think? Yeah, I knew you were gonna do that, but I don't care, and here's why." And he like leans even harder in. And you're like, "Oh my god, dude!" Like he's just embracing the madness. It's fantastic.
I will queue up his Philly incident every now and then, just for fucking shits and giggles, because that's fucking amazing.
What is it? 7 minutes? He's just straight shitting on an
No,
entire
he had
stadium.
like I think it was either a 10 or 12-minute segment, but he just kept just like warning the audience, 7 minutes. Like he was like counting down and then just fucking railing them the whole time. It was so fucking good.
Yeah, man. It's amazing.
Well, I gotta go in a minute here, but I think I got two solid takes, at least. They're in the ballpark.
Oh, yeah.
I might need to go spend another few minutes on the dogs, but it should get us a start. And then
I especially like the second one has the dog butthole in there as well.
Yeah.
Like it's just
I didn't save this thing the whole time, man. I'm
great reading right there.
scratch this.
fire. Well, anytime you can throw a dog butthole into a scene of one of our cards, I think that's like it's really playing to our strengths.
Yeah, I like the one on the left, 100%.
What's our valuation at right now? Like $800. So we can sell a dog butthole for $800.
I think that's pretty good.
Freeze-dried or raw?
That's your choice, man. It's $800.
Yeah.
Bucks.
All right.
Yeah, that should definitely be a
Have it
part of the
your
release
way.
package. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll put this up on the character asset tracker. For
Alrighty.
KetoKen.
Hell yeah.
You guys do what you gonna do with it.
Oh, we gonna do some.
Yeah,
I'm counting on it.
you may not want to check back after a little while because it's gonna get real bad. You're not gonna recognize it.
All right, so put some marbling on here. What do you think? Is this better?
Yeah, I think that pattern-wise it's better. It's hard to tell in
Yeah.
the ZBrush render, but in terms of like how it could potentially read once it's rendered, I think it's a big improvement. Yeah, how it goes crosses the body there. It'll be helpful to see it ultimately when it's got like that sort of translucent fat quality to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah, so you added some marbling to your humanoid fat meat man, eh? Brother.
Now that's going straight to the top.
Yeah.
Bert Beanbag asks, is this the first time you are streaming while working on Meat Guy?
Yeah, I think so, brother. I think it's the first time he and I got into the squared circle, brother.
Fuck, what did I just do? What have I done?
I think regardless of which one you pick, I think you got to put the sausage up on the fork there. Get the sense that he's like shoveling it in.
Oh, yeah, I gotta get that closer.
All right, let's see here. So I can export this image, and I learned the faster way to do this. Just take a screenshot. All right, my friends.
Hey,
Thanks for
buddy.
joining me up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this has been Ian with Verbal Processing, joined by my esteemed collaborators, Batman, Harry, and Spicy Spicer. Say farewell, fellas, and give any infos you want to give. Hey, Dallas, by the way, cheers.
Well, have a good night, everybody, on the verbal side. This is Spicer. You can find me
Spicer
anywhere under Shotgun Scream, ArtStation Shotgun Scream. Find me under Instagram, Spicer C G. That's Spicer, kind of like spider, but with a C. ERCG. Hope to see you there. Thanks for joining us. Keep it alpha.
Yeah.
Beta.
Yeah, thank you everybody on Verbal Stream for checking in. This is Batman Pop-Tart around the dojo, but also go by Colton Clay on Twitch, and I'm trying to stream once a week, at least on Fridays if I can, outside of our little Crypto Kids NFT fun card. So check me out on there on Friday mornings or middays, or just kind of float around and hang out and sip your tiki cocktail until you see me on there. But thanks for checking us out.
Awesome. Chris, you wanna throw down?
Yeah, man. You can find me on Twitch under Harry Mandibles or on Instagram at Quiet Destroyer. And I'm gonna start streaming a bit more once I figure this shit out a little bit better. But yeah, thanks for coming out and watching us do whatever the fuck we're doing.
We're doing something.
We're making things.
Making
Chris,
love.
I think you need to exclusively stream and make over-the-top meat and protein product labels. Personal
Oh,
request.
the meat shop.
Brown unicorn dick.
Farewell, y'all. Be well. Do good work, and I will see you soon.
You too, my man. Good night.
Cheers,
Later,
y'all.
Cheers, buddy.
Peace.
Aloha.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be pretty good. She's gonna be pretty good.
You want that? You want that label as
PNG.
PNG?
Yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
I just instinctually made CRISPR baby's nipples more erect, and I couldn't feel better about that decision.
That's a good decision.
I don't know why I didn't think of it earlier.
Dude, Adobe, I don't give a fuck about your library's palette. Stop trying to fucking shoehorn that shit in like it's Brie Larson. God damn it.
No, but look at us. It's great. It's a palette. We made it. Please.
Fuck that. God damn. Fucking interrupting cow, motherfucker.
You're lovely. Look at us.
You love us.
You're a female.
We've made one update to half of our products in the last 25 years. Look at us.
We just buy shit and forget about it.
Yeah. Good enough. Just looking at CRISPR's little body just by itself, and I feel like this just alone could be its own mutant NFT, just some kind of mutant turkey body, just swimming in gelatin or something.
With a bunch of tubes.
Yeah.
Stick that in. I'll put that in production.
Put it in production.
Isn't he meaty? Isn't he meatiful?
Need to back that up with a harmonica.
Like Darth Vader, Billy Joel.
Ooh.
Did you guys see that meme?
Oh yeah.
One of
Yeah.
the- I think you probably posted it.
Yeah, that was
I think it was yesterday or one of the days I was like going through it. I'm like, I can't even get through all these. Like sometimes there's a couple, but I'm just like, I don't have time for this shit, man. I don't have time to go through all this and laugh. Like, God, there's just too many goddamn good memes on this thing.
That one that Carbon just threw up is fucking great. Sure could go for a mean tweet and $1.25 gas right about now.
Oh my God.
That's fantastic.
Oh my God, yeah, there's, since I saw, well, actually it was this morning, but my God, there's so many already. 69. Of course, the 69 new messages since 9:40 this morning.
We did that on purpose.
That's
Yeah.
right, you guys.
Planned that.
We're comedy geniuses.
Dedication to the memes. Unprecedented.
Carbon says, "You're welcome."
Man, coming through.
You're cocky.
Between you, Glenn, and Chris, man, it's just like non-stop.
How does one keep up with such a force?
Oh my God. I'd be so proud to have made any of those memes, and like they're just here and gone in a second, man. I'm just like, God. All those brave men and women out there making us laugh.
Brave men and women.
Beautiful, man. Me that wants to see what this guy looks like with gaps in between all of his teeth. It's just terrifying in all itself. It might be too difficult to make them perfect and gapped.
And get paid. Get paid. Alrighty.
Like, I almost feel like these teeth have too much anatomy. Like, they almost just need to be all front teeth all the way around. Like, those two front, just like the entire way around. Forgot to ask when Verbal was here. I was going to ask you guys what you guys thought if we were going to pick a theme for archetypes. You guys have any ideas what that would be a good, like, because I think we talked about it, instead of just like picking archetypes from all over the place, like actually choosing sort of a main theme and then going with all the archetypes within. Like with fitness, you could do like, you know, vegans, crossfitters, juicers,
Yeah.
like that kind of thing.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Like all the health scene stuff would be just great. That would just be just so ripe for. We could actually just take that show. I think it's called Unwell on Netflix, and just do an archetype of every one of those episodes. There's like the people that believe in. Well, I shouldn't say believe in, but like, because they actually make it's a pretty good documentary series, because they're not just biased in one direction. They show you both sides, and they show you people actually in the middle that are like, well, I think I could do this or do that. But like essential oil people, you have the people that are like, well, it does seem to be like therapeutic for, you know, people with like Asperger's or like different things. And then there's other people that are like straight drinking it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, no, it solves everything. Like, one time I saw a rat in a sewer and I drank some and it just disappeared. It was crazy, man. It just solves all my problems.
My marriage done.
Yeah.
My job been fired.
Yeah. But it solved those things because I didn't want any of them anyway. So
Yeah.
it's great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is too spicy for the dojo, so I'll just throw it up on my screen.
It was too spicy. Is there anything too spicy for the dojo?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not like whipping a fleshlight out on people, but
Yeah, that's true. Oh my god.
here, check that one out.
Some people just can't be stopped no matter what.
Oh yeah.
Power's too strong.
I mean, if you're gonna go full retard, just shift it into full gear and break the clutch.
Yeah. I think that happened. All right, wait. Do you have the thing on your screen that you're talking about? What-
Yeah, it should be up on the screen.
Oh, it says you're offline.
What?
Hold on.
My back? Let me do this.
Oh, you're at least okay. You're live in our lounge. You're just not
Yeah.
live up on. I'm not seeing you on Twitch. For some reason.
Yeah, no, I'm in the lounge.
Ah, okay, okay. Good God. All right. I mean, I get. I get why you thought that might ride the line.
I don't get it.
Oh, yeah. See, even then. Right there, just ask the sensei. Just see if he's cool with it. If he's not, I'll just roundhouse kick you to the face. It's fine.
It's no
Very clear
problem.
message. Yeah.
I'm dying.
You're right. Hell happened.
I think I'm alright. I think Jesus is gonna save me.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't have sold our souls to the devil earlier when he came in on the stream. God damn. That was a bad idea.
That's not gonna work.
Just noticing how uncomfortable it is working on this guy, like this little CRISPR guy, when I'm actually like partially viewing him from his gaze.
No, right?
Look at me, I'm like, I gotta get back over here so he's not looking at me because I don't want to get possessed.
I wish ZBrush had a really good UV editor. It's like the last thing it needs.
It seems like it wouldn't be too hard for them to it's already kind of doing, instead of having the whole painting seams thing, just like put it in your Z modeler, like select your edges to weld and your edges to create seams. It seems like you could just implement it in there, and I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna need
Maybe they'll do it.
Pixelogic on the line. I'm gonna need them on the line. I'll talk to them real quick.
That's right. Sir, they're asleep. They have their own lives. Not anymore, they won't. They don't get their asses on the phone and give me a goddamn UV master.
It says UV master, not fucking amateur.
Yeah. We had a deal. You made a promise. The thing that's at least so great about the shit they always develop is like, man, I find their tools are useful because like you'll learn them, and then like a week later you're using it like all the time.
Oh yeah.
So badass. I'm like, dude, like the balloon stuff, like and all those more recent masking extrusion brushes. It's like, dude.
Yeah, I use those all the time now.
Yep. Fantastic.
Amazing.
Crazy sons of bitches.
Every single one of them.
Every single one of you. I think that's gonna do it for me here.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna finish UVing this thing out, and then I'm gonna call it myself.
Yeah. So yeah, let's see. I was gonna say, I haven't even have anyone in here to say goodbye to. Couple people. Somebody's in here. All right, y'all. Thanks for checking out the stream on my end. We're gonna keep doing this every Thursday night, so please come check us out while we make these maddening little characters. Otherwise, you can catch me on Fridays, most weeks. I'm gonna try and not compete with the ZBrush Pixelogic stream. That's been happening, I think, at 9 a.m. with Steven Anderson. That nice son of a bitch. I can't try and get in that time slot. So check me out then. But otherwise, let these two fellows say goodnight.
Oh, good night, everybody. Appreciate you being here. Make sure to check us out, Crypto Kids, on Foundation, and soon to be on other platforms as well.
Ooh, spicy teas. Chris?
Oh shit! Oh yeah. Well, thank you for stopping by and watching this nonsense. Again every Thursday.
That's right. Hell yeah. Getting that consistency. All right. Always a pleasure. Catch you guys later.
pieces and chicken greases. No. There we go. Just two lone wolves working into the night.
I gotta get some sleep at some point. I got 3 hours of sleep last night.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
It used to be all I need. When I could just like wake up and be a layabout.
Right? Alright, brother. Well, I just got this UV done anyway. So we should be good. Let me zip all in. Alrighty, stream. So we made some adjustments. We did some things. We're gonna change this bottle out. It's going to be the protein bottle. Here we're gonna be putting on the man powder stuff on here, all the other stuff, and be getting it ready hopefully by tomorrow night. It will be streaming tomorrow night as well, from 6 to 8, and that will be the full dojo experience. So I hope you are there, yeah, we will see you tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody. Stay alpha.